Hello crafty friends, today is day 27 of Die Cut December and the random number generator chose number 57, which corresponded to number dies. This was very fortuitous because my nephew is having a 9th birthday soon, so I thought I would use my number dies to cut out lots of number 9s and use them on a birthday card for him. So I put all my number 9s on one of my magnetic sheets so I had them to hand, and then I grabbed some pieces of cardstock in colours that I thought he would like. I got some greens and some blues. I didn't just want to use plain cardstock though. I thought I would heat emboss on the cardstock before die cutting. So I grabbed one of my mixed media stamp sets and used lots of different stamps from it, a different one on each colour. For this dark green one, I stamped in embossing ink and then I sprinkled over some clear, dull embossing powder from Wow. So as it suggests, it is clear once heated, but it's not glossy. It is matte and dull, which gives a nice little bit of very subtle texture to the cardstock. Next, I chose another stamp and stamped in embossing ink on some light blue cardstock. And for this one, I sprinkled over some superfine silver embossing powder from Wow and heated that with my heat tool. I chose a light blue piece for my third piece and I stamped on that with embossing ink again. This time I sprinkled over white embossing powder. I didn't get a perfect impression. I don't think I pressed down firmly in the middle, but that's okay. There's enough to die cut from. Then I chose a lovely deep teal piece of card and I stamped on it in Uncharted Mariner Distress Oxide, which is a dark teal. So it's a kind of tone-on-tone stamping. I then sprinkled over some clear gloss embossing powder and heated that with my heat tool, and that gave a lovely, rich, deep, slightly dimensional, glossy finish. The last piece of card I chose quite a bright blue. It didn't quite fit in with the other blues and greens, so I thought I would do some emboss resist on it and change the majority of the colour. So I stamped on it with embossing ink, sprinkled over some clear gloss embossing powder, I heated it with my heat tool, and then once it had cooled and set, I used a blending brush to blend over some Faded Jeans Distress Oxide, and this will only stick to the exposed card, not to the glossy embossing powder. So some of that original blue will peek through, but the majority will be darker. And to make it a bit more teal, I added a layer of Uncharted Mariner on top. Once I was happy with the overall colour, I buffed off the ink that's sitting on the embossing, just using a clean microfiber cloth. And here are all my pieces of card side by side, really happy with the way they turned out. I do love a bit of heat embossing, or a lot of heat embossing as the case may be. Next, it was time to do my die cutting. So I chose all the big number 9s to die cut from these. I did exclude the fancy one that's in the top right hand corner of my magnetic sheet because it didn't fit with the style of the card. And then I kept the small ones for later. Some of the bits of card I popped up on 1mm deep foam tape just so that some of them would be raised up slightly, some I would stick straight down to my card front. And once I had everything ready, I ran it all through my die cutting machine. As usual, when sticking down things that I want to fill a card blank with, I started with my biggest shapes, the biggest number 9s. The ones that got foam tape on the back, all I needed to do was remove the release paper and stick those down. And the ones that didn't have foam tape, I dipped in glue. And I started, as I say, with the big ones and then worked my way down to the small ones, spreading out the sizes and the patterns and the colours. I also cut some 9s from silver cardstock. I chose silver because I'd already used that silver embossing powder, and I added these in between the colourful ones. And I also cut some silver 9s using the really teeny tiny numbers that I had. And I used these to fill in any gaps, make sure everything felt balanced. There were still quite a few gaps even when I put down lots of the tiny number 9s, so I thought I would get my tiny star punch out and punch some stars from the coloured papers. To add these, I put some dots of matte gel medium around and about the number 9s and then used my wax picker-upper to pick up the stars and put them on. I started with green stars because these were nice and bold, and then I also cut some blue stars with a slightly larger star punch, and I added some silver ones as well. For my sentiment, I wanted something that would really stand out amongst all that colour and silver. So I die cut a blocky happy birthday from black cardstock. I then pressed that into a sticky embossing ink pad and sprinkled over some clear gloss embossing powder and heated that with my heat tool. So that gave it a nice glossy finish. Once it had cooled and set, I then pressed it into the ink pad again, covered it in the embossing powder and heated it again. And I think I did it a third time as well. And that created a lovely, strong, dimensional, glossy happy birthday, which I stuck in the middle of the card. I put glue on the back using my glue dotter, and I used my T-square ruler to help me get it straight on the card. And that's my nephew's 9th birthday card ready to go to him. I think he'll like it. I hope he'll like it. I hope you like it. I do. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow for another day of Die Cut December 2025. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.